Hello, everybody. Hello. How is everyone doing today? I am doing pretty good, except for the fact that it's freezing cold here in Sheridan, Wyoming, as I do believe it is in other parts of the country as well. So not a fan of cold temperatures. In fact, this morning when I woke up about 5, I checked my phone and it said that it was 10 below, but it felt like, 28 below or something like that because it's a little windy. And I was like, oh, dang, that's cold. Well, then when I went upstairs to get my lunch at noon, it was colder. It was 13 below, which felt like minus 32 or something like that. And I'm just like, what the heck? This is not how this works. When the sun is out in the daytime, the temperature rises. It doesn't fall. So I'm not really sure what's going on here, but it's flippin' cold. In fact, my son's been parking in our outbuilding. We have a shop on our property, and he's been parking over there because I don't want him trying to scrape off his windshield in the morning because he still has that brace on his wrist and whatever, his wrist is still fractured. So we kind of moved vehicles around, and he is now parked out in our shop. So he went out there this morning to go to school. And when he hit the garage door opener for that door, it goes up about halfway and stops. And I'm like, oh gosh, because we've had trouble with this door before when it gets super cold. So I kind of watched to see what was going to happen. Finally, he was able to get it to go up. And so he comes out, but then he couldn't get it to close because it would like come down like a little bit and then it would stop and then it would go back up. And I'm like, what is wrong with this dumb thing? So, around lunchtime, I went out there to close it because I don't want, all the snow getting in there. And when I have vertigo, it's not really, I don't spin around in my mind so much anymore. When I was younger, I had episodes of where you're just sitting there and all of a sudden the whole world is spinning uncontrollably around you. I've kind of figured out how to stop that from happening, but my balance is horrible. And so I was coming back from the shop, and my balance is even worse when like everything's either all white or all black. So if I'm trying to walk in the dark, I literally can't. I have no sense of the ground. And so I'm just sort of all over the place, and I look like I'm drunk is what it looks like when I'm walking around in the dark or in the snow. So of course everything's covered in white here because nothing's melting because it's so cold. So I was coming back from the shop and everything's white, and I'm walking along, and all of a sudden I feel myself going off to the side and I fall down. Well, my husband's up on the deck because he's getting ready to leave. All of a sudden I hear him laughing and I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, you just fell down. I'm like, yeah, I know. So my family thinks it's hilarious because I fall down sometimes. So yeah, so he was laughing at me and I got up and dusted myself off and went back in the house. Yeah, so that was my little experience today. So then I'm going to go back out there when my son comes home from work about 7:45. It'll probably be 25 below then. And open up the door, try to get it open for him so that when he comes home, he can just drive in and hopefully the door will close. So anyways, that was my little cold weather escapade today, was me falling in the snow. I should have made a snow angel. I was already down there, but I didn't. So anyway, yeah, so that's good times. What else is going on around here? There's not a whole lot that's going on in my personal life, which I should be thankful for, honestly, because I have a teenage son, so could be a lot worse. All right, what do you guys have to say here? We've got some, oh geez, Jean, minus 11. Blech, so freaking cold. Oh, Laura's got cloudy but 66. Oh, darn it, Laura, that's terrible. Oh, Elaine has vertigo. Yeah, vertigo is the worst, you guys. It honestly is. And I don't know if there's anything they can do for it. I mean, I went to a bunch of doctors a long, long time ago when it first started on me. And they didn't really give me any sound advice, except that they did tell me when my whole world started spinning around that I was supposed to stop what I was doing, find something to focus on the wall, or find something to focus on and really concentrate and focus on that. And I have found that will work. And so when I can feel it when it's coming on, which like it does not hardly happen anymore, like maybe once a year. I can get it to quit pretty quickly now, but my balance is still terrible. So I'm so sorry if any of you guys suffer from that, because it's the worst. It literally is the worst. Yeah, I can't, there's a lot of things I can't do. Like I can't play any sports, like not that I really want to play sports, but I mean, sometimes on vacation, we'll go play volleyball out in the water. Well, it's just really funny when I'm out there because I literally fall down all the time because I'm trying to walk on rocks and the water's rushing on you anyway, yeah, so it's more like I'm the comedic relief for everybody, you know, when that happens. So, oh, Laura said her daughter went to PT for her vertigo. Maybe I'll have to check that out. We'll see what I do. Like I said, I've had it for, oh my gosh, probably 25, 30 years, and I guess it's manageable. So what are you going to do? All right. So you guys, I'm super excited to announce that Kelly, Dina, and I have decided to offer a spring virtual retreat. And it's going to be on March 27th. So the end of March. And it's going to be, wow, it's going to be amazing. We are going to have 12 make and take projects using 4 different bundles. We are going to have an optional swap. We're going to have card challenges. We're going to have games. We're going to have mystery stamping. We're going to have, what else are we going to have? We're going to have videos for all the projects. All the videos will be included with the registration fee for all of the projects. You'll get a goodie box valued at about $100. So there's going to be about $100 worth of products in the box. And then you'll get all that other stuff. We're going to do it basically via Facebook. So I do have links to that stuff in the description of this video. And then I also have a link to my blog, which gives you all the details of everything that's included. So we have the virtual only portion is $60. And that's if you don't want anything mailed to you. If you do want the goodie box, then it's $129. If you happen to be a Stamp Happy Academy member and you register for the event, you will get a free gift in your box. If you are a member of our team in levels 1 through 3, you get a $10 discount off of the goodie box version. And that one's $129. And that includes the priority shipping to you in the box, the $100 worth of product, all the pre-cut cardstock pieces for the 12 projects, all the video tutorials, everything. So it's an incredible deal, and it's going to be a one-day event. We're going to have it jam-packed full of stuff for that day. And of course, it'll be on a Facebook group, so you'll be able to go back and reference it, you know, for as long as you need to or want to. If you live out of the country and we can't send you a goodie box because we're not allowed to sell or ship products out of the US. So if you are a global watcher of mine, you can do the online only version, which is the $60, which is, excuse me, linked, I think it's linked below too. Yes. So we're very excited about that, you guys. And additionally, if you sign up for the $129 box, by February 26th, that's this month on the 26th. So what's that? Like 15 days from now? Is that right? Yeah. Then you're going to get celebration rewards with your registration. So because we have the $100 worth of product in your kit, you're going to qualify for celebration items. So you can get either 2 level 1 items or 1 level 2 item. And as a bonus, if you do sign up, register before by the 26th of February, we are going to have, we're going to recommend that you choose this bundle as your freebie, the Berry Blessings, because we're going to have an additional class for those of you that sign up early. You're going to get another, class using this bundle. So you'll get the pre-cut cardstock pieces for it. You'll get this in your goodie box with the cardstock pieces. So yeah, if you're a virtual person and you sign up by the 26th for the virtual only option, you won't get the product for this class, but you will get the PDF file with all the videos and the written instructions for the class. So, I mean, there is a ton of value in this $129, you guys. So yeah, we are all super excited about it. And we can't wait. March 27th, the links are in the description. And yeah, so you're going to get a lot of value for your money. So, okay. I happen to notice that Kelly has these funny little tiny hands that she has been messing around with. Well, my daughter got these little tiny finger unicorns. And so I thought, maybe I'll bring out a tiny finger unicorn once in a while we're stamping today. We'll see. Kelly said she was going to mail me a set of tiny hands. So I can hardly wait for that. Yay! Okay, I think I'm done with all the face-to-face talk. Oh, did you guys see I got my hair done? I had to do a special video for something coming up in April that I can't tell you about yet, but I'm so excited. And the video was due on the 9th. It was due on Tuesday. Well, my hair needed to be colored and my appointment was on Tuesday. So I had a gigantic, what my son calls, old lady skunk stripe down my head. Oh, Paula, yes, we're going to be using the hydrangea bundle I think Hydrangea Haven, the Dragonfly Garden, the Lots of Hearts, but the projects will not be Valentine's because the Lots of Hearts bundle is amazing and it doesn't need to be for Valentine's. And then we're also using the Sweet Ice Cream. So those are the 4 bundles that we're using in the virtual retreat. And you can add those bundles to your registration if you don't have them and you want them to be included. So all of that would also go in your box. So you get your product, your $100, about $100 worth of product in the box. Your celebration rewards if you choose them before the 26th of February, any additional bundles that you might want to add, and the links for all that stuff's in the description of this video. Plus, like, there's a link to my blog that has all the details about it there. So, do you always have Facebook Live on Thursday? Yes, Debbie, I am live Thursday nights at 4 Pacific, 5 Mountain, 6 Central, 7 Eastern, every Thursday night. Of course, unless it's like Christmas or something, you know, or, you know, of course emergencies happen and then I might not be, but yes, for the most part. So yes, sorry about that, you guys. Yes, you can add the bundles to the kit if you'd like. And yes, okay. So like I said, I think I'm going to flip the camera and then I will show you some other good information. And then we will get to stamping. I have some super cute projects. Okay, so let me, oh, and then I have to pull out my little helping stand thing here. Okay, get that out of the way. Hopefully everything is straight because I hate it when it's not, so bear with me while I make sure that my camera is not wonky. I think that's good. And let me adjust this just a tad so that it's not wonky. Okay, there we go. So here's our information about the virtual retreat. Like I said, it's going to be March 27th. The goodie bag is $129. If you want to add any of the bundles, you absolutely can. And yeah, we're really excited about it. So we'll be talking about it more, obviously. And like I said, if you are on our teams, you get a $10 discount. And if you are a Stamp Happy Academy subscriber, you're going to get a free gift in your goodie box when you sign up. So yay. Okay, so that's the virtual retreat. The Hey Chick and Hey Birthday Chick, we're calling it the All the Chicks online class. And as you guys know, I did make this super cute chick card for you last week during Facebook Live. So cute. These dies just get me, you guys. They're so cute. So cute. So I am taking signups. The class will be available at the end of the month. I think it's the 26th of February when the class will go live, and I'll be able to email it out. We'll have all the videos and everything done. Pre-cut cardstock kits, all that stuff. So if you buy my special bundle, you're going to get the Hey Chick bundle, Hey Birthday Chick bundle, Bumblebee gingham ribbon, adhesive sheets, a free blending brush, and you'll get some celebration rewards. You choose them. Or you can just get the supply kit, which is the pre-cut cardstock, Bumblebee ribbon, and 6 6x6 adhesive sheets, and a blending brush. And then the online class only is $20. Class and kits will ship on or before the 26th of this month. You can also add on the all wired up background stamp for $23. Links to that stuff's in the description of the video. My Sweet Ice Cream kit to go for the month. Now, Stamp Happy Academy members get the online version of this for free. They also get the online version of my Sweet Ice Cream class for free. If they want to buy the kit to make the projects, then they absolutely can, but a lot of the gals are demonstrators and they probably can cut their own cardstock, some of them. And I shouldn't say some of them, most of them probably can, but maybe they don't want to. So anyways, my Sweet Ice Cream class to go will be ready next week on the 17th of the month. And I'm going to use, of course, the Sweet Ice Cream stamp set and the Ice Cream Builder Punch. The kit is $45. If you want to add on my shaker card kit with the little sprinkles and some adhesive strips, it's $17. And you can add on the stamp set and the punch for $38. So that also is in the description of the video. And then Dina and Kelly both have these classes to go also. And so Stamp Happy Academy members have access to those as well. So they have access to 4 online classes every month. Okay. And then they can purchase the kits as an option if they desire. So why should you join my team during celebration? Well, number 1, Stamp Happy Academy is free for you if you're on my team. And number 2, you get 5 packages of Designer Series paper for free when you sign up by February 28th. Of course, at the end of this month, that's when celebration is over. You're going to get $125 worth of free Stampin' Up! Worth of Stampin' Up! Product. Only $99 is what you pay for it. So if you're buying Stampin' Up, you absolutely should be a demonstrator, and I would love it if you were a demonstrator on my team, and then I can give you all these free perks for doing it. So keep that in mind. You can sign up at barbstamps.com. I have a link there for you. Of course, we've talked about Stamp Happy Academy, and we'll keep talking about it because it's amazing. Your basic membership, which is free for my team, $19.95. That gets you the 4 online classes a month. The premium membership includes all those 4 classes, plus 3 live events every month, 3 live classes every month. One with me, one with Dina, one with Kelly. Or you can just have the live only subscription, which is $20. And all of that information and subscription buttons can be found at stamphappyacademy.ning.com. Whoop. And here's live. And then I still have about 3 or 4 flowering cactus kits left. If you're interested in that, I believe the link is in the description of this video. And I think I have 2 Dragonfly Garden kits left. So if you're interested in those, click on the links and get them ordered. And I did want to give away a prize. I appreciate you guys commenting and sharing my video every week. So I do have a prize. Vicky, I think it's Webecky. Vicky, I drew your name out of everybody who commented or shared, and I'm going to send Vicky these adorable little, what are they called? Resin Hearts embellishments. So be looking for those, Vicky. They'll be headed your way. And then these were the projects I made last week. This one we used the Fine Art Floral and the Gilded Leafing, which is so amazing, along with the, is it Golden Garden Designer Acetate? You can see how it's got these fancy gold printing on there, and then they cover this designer series paper perfectly. So pretty. And then this was my other card that I made. Some of you didn't like it, and I don't blame you. I mean, it's a little bit different, weird combination. Whoops, I got some sticky stuff in here. But I just like to do that sometimes. Throw out some, you know, weird stuff. Ooh, I see Royalia on here. Hello, Royalia. Royalia is on my team, so good to see you, girl. So these were the 3 cards that I made last week. And again, the adorable chicks. Yeah, they're just so cute. All right, and here's a cute little finger puppet for you to look at. Isn't that crazy? I mean, honestly, what would you do with this? My brother gave these to my daughter for Christmas, and then she gave them to me because she says, what am I going to do with them? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't understand what the purpose is, but there's a purpose, I'm sure. Okay. So, my first project is going to be using the Oh So Ombre designer series paper that you can get free during celebration. So here it is. It's a 6x6 set. And you can see here's all the patterns. We have the 4 different colors, and you have the ombre dots and then the ombre solids. And so we are going to use these today in our project. And we're also going to use the detailed bands dies. We're going to just use the flower. We're going to use the flower here. So with our ombre paper. So let me get my pieces and parts out here so we can create the card. Okay. So we can move that. So I've got my thick cardstock. I've got my envelope. I've got some bits here. And then I had an idea, after I had created my card, I had an idea that I might use some ribbon and a Stampin' Blend marker. We'll see how that goes. Here is the stamp from the Band Together stamp set. We have this lovely gigantic stamp. Then we have the die that'll cut that out. And we also have a die that will cut out this leaf image here. And then I chose to use, well, for the card that I'm going to make for you, I'm using the Approaching Perfection stamp set. But I did do a couple of alternate colors because I love doing that. And I did use one of the sentiments out of the Heal Your Heart. These are both celebration items that you can choose for $50 orders, or you could choose them both when you sign up for the spring retreat that we just talked about. You could get those free in your swag box if you so desire. Okay, let me move my paper chart out of the way. And I'm going to bring in some other stuff here. And got some of those. Okay, so we don't need any of this stuff quite yet. So we're going to move that. We need our stamps. And we need our ombre paper. So you can see I've already done some. So I'm going to go ahead and just stamp one. I need some Post-it. I need a Post-it note. So I'm going to tear this Post-it note in half because I want to ink up my flower but I don't want the stem or the leaf to go with it. Okay, so then I need my black. This is my memento. So let's ink that up. Get it nice and black. And then I'm going to stamp that on my designer series paper. Oh, you got to remove the Post-it notes. Super important. Don't forget that step. Okay. And so there we have our beautiful flower in an ombre look. Cover that up. All right. And then I also have, let me find it. So this is Bermuda Bay. This is one of the colors. And then Granny Apple Green is another one. So then I would take my flower, or my leaf image here, and then I would just kind of stamp it a few times on my paper. And then I would take these over to my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and I would use the coordinating dies in the detailed bands set. And actually, there's a lot of really cool dies in here. If you guys don't have this or haven't ever seen this, look at how cool those are. And then you get these leaves, the ovals, labels, and yeah, it's really a cool set. I really like it. Okay, so I would take those over to my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and I would cut them out. So then what you get is, look at those, how cool they look, because they're already all, like, they look colored, basically, because, you know, of the ombre paper. And yeah, isn't that cool? So quickly, you have already got some flowers made doing that. Close that up. Jean has, that's all I'm doing, Jean. That was it right there. I've done cards in the past and things in the past. I have some other videos, but for today, that's all I'm going to do because I just wanted to stamp my flowers and have them be ombre. So now we're just going to build the card, and this is like going to be a super quick card that you could make a lot of because you're going to have, you know, a whole pack of paper or more if you ended up, you know, purchasing more stuff during celebration and got more free stuff. Okay, so I'm going to add this to the front. And then I see what I originally thought was I was going to like just put this piece of cardstock behind there because I like, what I call it covering the seam. I feel like if you just have a piece of designer series paper or just a piece of cardstock and then another piece of cardstock, I always feel like it looks better if you like, it feels like this piece joins them together, you know, like this is fine, but it looks so much better when you join them together with something. So I was originally going to do this, but then I thought, what if I got out my Stampin' Blends and bridged the gap using this gorgeous, what is this, the silver metallic edged ribbon, and color it with my blends and then see how I like that. So I may end up, let me finish coloring this and then we'll see what I think. It's scratch paper. Okay, so I originally started with the dark, but I thought the dark, I feel like that the light matched a little bit better, so we're going to go with the light. So I have the light Bermuda Bay Stampin' Blend here. And so I'm just going to start about right there, and I'm using the brush tip. And it just, this ribbon, I love this stuff so much. So much. It's like my favorite ribbon that Stampin' Up! Has ever had. I just think it is so pretty, and it's like the perfect ribbon to color with our blends. It just accepts the color so nicely, and then you have that beautiful silver edge, and it's just, oh, it's my favorite. Exactly, Jean. You don't have to blend it or anything. You don't have to color. You just stamp it and die cut it. It's like amazing. Okay, so then I wasn't sure. Oh, what did I do here? Maybe I need to go a little farther. Sorry. I think I need to go a little farther down because where I started it, it doesn't look that good mixed together. Okay. There we go. That should be good. Okay, so then I have to decide, do I want to cover the paper on, do I want to put it on top of the paper, or do I want to do what I was going to do with my piece of cardstock and put it behind so that I just have a little bit? And I kind of think that's how I'm going to do it. I kind of think that's what I want to do. Just have that beautiful silver. Well, I don't know. Maybe I should have both silvers. Let's go with this. We'll go with this, and then we'll see when we get the whole card done. It's going to be amazing, I promise. Okay. So what I need to do first is I need to, whoops, what have we got going on here? I'm trying to have my iPad show up. Okay, so I'm going to add some seal adhesive to this designer series paper. And look at that, Rococo Rose dots on the back. So pretty. Oh, look, my ribbon wasn't dry. No problemo. Oops. So I'm going to add this to the bottom. There we go. Is it too long? Nope, looks good. Okay, and then I can take my... Oh, you know what I have to do, though? Hold on. I need another piece of cardstock. Another card base, because I'm going to have to cut this off, because that's not going to work. Where's my trimmer? If I had just my strip of cardstock, this... Oh, you know what, though? Do I want to do that? All right, I just had another wild hair. Let's try this. I am going to use my tear and tape adhesive, and we are going to do that. Then I won't have to add another layer if I don't want to. So I'm just going to add this right at the top of the designer series paper. Okay. There. Press that down, and since I have 0 fingernails, I'm going to use my take your pick tool to pick that up. Okay, so then what's really cool is when you, after you color this with the blends, it becomes a little bit stiff, which is kind of cool. And so I'm just going to put this right at the top. I'm just going to follow right along the top of the designer series paper with the ribbon. And then I'll just cut it off, and then I won't have to add another layer. So there we go. Okay, because I already cut this strip of paper to fit on the inside. So that's the reason why I can't cut it. No, I'm just kidding. I could have, but we're not going to. My very first blends of 2 years to start. Oh my gosh, Sue, good for you. Sue said she just received her first package of blends today, so that is awesome. Well, now, Sue, you're going to have to go get some of this ribbon, because I'm not even kidding you when I tell you this is the best, absolute best ribbon for the blending, for the blenders on ribbon. It's just amazing. Okay, I got my sentiment piece here, and this came from the, which one is it? It's from the Approaching Perfection. So it's, if things really do get better with age, then you're approaching perfection. And I have the perfect person to send this to. Myself. No. Okay, so let me get this stamped up here in the top. There we go. And then all I have to do now is just kind of add the flowers. So I got to figure out how I want to do it. And since the lighter part of my ombre is over here, I'm going to have my darker flower be over here, and then I'll have my lighter one be over there. And so the dark one I'm going to add with a couple of dimensionals. Here's some dimensionals here. Okay. Get off my finger. All right, so we will set that one about like so. And then this one we're just going to add with a, whoops, a little bit of seal here in the middle. If I can get it to roll here, there we go. Okay, and so I'll just kind of tuck that under. And then my leaves, I'm going to go ahead and use mini glue dots for this. Oh, thank you, Carol. What size is my DSP? My DSP is 1 3/4 by 5.5. Okay. So I guess if you guys like my card, you should give me some hearts or something. Nothing like begging for likes, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so then I have the light leaves, and I'm gonna put my darkest one over here because I have a dark one. I'm gonna put that one there. So then the lighter ones, I'm just gonna kind of tuck like that. Let me grab. Oh, thanks you guys! Yay! Okay, and then my last one, I'm going to tuck, if I can pick it up, I'm going to tuck that one in up here. I need one more glue dot. There's one. And then I will just kind of tuck this one underneath, like so. So pretty. Okay, let me put some of this away so that I have a little more room. And I didn't need this piece of cardstock, so I'm going to put it back. I didn't need, oh, I do need this. Okay, so on my envelope, I am going to use a little bit of liquid glue. And I'm going to put a very thin bead. I don't want very much, because if you put too much, then it can like make your flap wet. And then it just doesn't work so good. Okay, so I'm just bumping this right up to the fold line where the envelope would naturally fold over onto itself. And my piece of designer series paper is 2.5 by 6. That's the size that I like for envelope flap covering. And then you just take some scissors and you just cut around the flap here. Oops, did I not get any glue right there? I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. And then I'm just going to cut around here. Whoa. I kind of went a little rogue there. Okay. And yay. How pretty is that, you guys? But I'm not done yet. I did want to add some bling because you know what? Why wouldn't I? Maybe from the track, so many of the colors I wonder on back order. Oh yes, Sue, I know. Darn things. Okay. So we're going to use some of our opal. Well, I might have to get my new Take Your Pick tool putty out. This one is dang near at the end. And so I may have to get a new one out. So I thought maybe I would stick one there. One over here, and then maybe a small-ish one down here. And actually, I meant to cover up the circle, cover up the dot on the paper. There we go. Now it's done, but there's more. All right, hold on just a moment while I clean up some of this mess. And then I'm going to bring in, I have 2 more that I made using this exact same technique, but different colors. Okay, are you guys ready? I don't know if you are, because these are actually so pretty. Okay, we need to have a nice background so that they are so beautiful. Okay, so here's the one we just did. Then look, I did one with the rich razzleberry. Isn't that so pretty? And then the last one I did with the Rococo Rose. So on this one, I used that Rococo Rose scalloped ribbon and I just tucked it behind so that I have my seam cover there. And then this one, I did actually have another layer on it, and then I used the Blackberry Bliss ribbon to cover the seam on this one, and then I used the Heal Your Heart thank you stamp. So look at those. Aren't those so pretty? Oh my gosh, it just makes me so happy when I do things like when you make like more than one of the same card in different colors. It's very eye-appealing, I feel like. So anyway, so that's project numero uno. So let me get rid of the trash here. And then we will bring in the stuff for our next prize. Oh, here, we'll have that out for the moment while we're waiting for our next bucket of stuff to arrive up on the table here. Okay, goodbye. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a box for you guys. We have these adorable little boxes in the spring catalog. I'm trying to disassemble it so I can show you how to put it together. Okay. So they come in a package of, I believe it's 10, and you get the box bottom, and then you get the box sleeve. Okay. Oh, thank you very much. Cindy said she's enjoying my video. Thank you, Cindy. I appreciate that very much. Okay, so this is how the box comes. So to assemble it, so you have the longest part over on the side here. So you're going to fold these in so that this becomes the bottom again. Okay, so there's the bottom. And then this one's going to come in. And then we have these 2 side flaps. They're going to come in. And then these 2 ends are also going to come in. And so then everything just tucks in. You don't need any adhesive or anything. Everything just tucks in really nicely. And then you have your box. And then you just can slide it in to the sleeve. And then you have a super cute treat box. They are available, Julie. They're just on back order at the moment, but they are going to be back. I believe it's this month. So maybe like a week or so, I think. So not too much longer, you guys. So when you get your boxes, then you'll have an adorable thing to make with them. So I'm going to use the Ice Cream Corner Designer Series paper. Of course, this is included in my Sweet Ice Cream class to go this month. And I'm going to use this pattern right here. And so I have all my pieces cut. And I even have the dimensions scribbled on them for you. No, except I don't, what is this for? Oh, that's a scrap. Like, why do I have that? Duh. Okay, so we don't need this sheet anymore. Okay, so what I have here is I have a piece that is just about 4 inches and 2 9/16. And I know that's a little bit hard to measure, but the 16ths on our trimmer are the smallest slot. So this is metric up here, so don't pay any attention to that if you are in the US. So you have like the 5 is the 5 inches, and then the very next line is a 16th. Okay, so this is 2 9/16, and it's the perfect size to tuck in the bottom of your box, so it's just got a little bit of color in there when the person opens it. All right, so then my DSP I cut to 4 1/16 by 2 5/8. Okay, you can take and wrap the entire thing, but this is actually one of the projects that are going to be included in my Sweet Ice Cream online, or my class to go this month. And so the pieces, the DSP pieces are cut to 6 by 6. So you can't wrap an entire, you can't get a 6 by 6 sheet of paper around this box. It won't work. So I just figured you could just use a single sheet and you just cut it to 4 1/16 by 2 5/8. And then I'm just going to attach that to this top of the box. So let me get some glue here, and I'm going to use liquid glue because I want a tiny bit of wiggle room when I stick it on there, because I didn't give myself a whole lot of what am I trying to say? It's very tight fit, so the margins and the border is very small, so I want to be able to kind of wiggle it around a little bit before I stick it down to make sure I get my margins nice and equal. Okay, so there we go. We have that fun paper, and you can see it matches Purple Posy so nicely. All right, so then I also have a Purple Posy layering scalloped oval. So our layering ovals dies, and I used number 5. Now, when I say number 5, what I mean is when I got my dies, I took the smallest one of the scallops. That one is number 1, and then number 2. And we have 3, 4. So this one's 5. Okay. So it's number 5 scallop. And it's, I think it's number 5 regular. Oh no, number 6. No, it's 5. Both number 5s. The 5 straight and the 5 scallop. So I will end up using this one after I stamp my piece here. Okay, so I need some stamps. So we're going to use the Sweet Ice Cream stamp set. We're not using the punch today. We're going to use the popsicle. So I've got some ink, and what else do I have here? I've got some artistry bloom sequins. These are also included in the kit for the class this month. You get one of these boxes in the class, so you'll be able to cover one of these boxes. And then I have the Blackberry Bliss ribbon. I already have a random chunk here that I'm going to use. So, all right, so popsicles. We need to do our popsicles. Where is my other popsicle piece? Okay. So, I need a scratch paper. So I'm going to use Blackberry Bliss. Oops. And I am going to, so this is like the top of the popsicle. Wait a minute, do I want to do the bottom first? I think maybe I'm going to do the bottom first. So I'm going to ink up the bottom of the popsicle in the Blackberry Bliss, and I'm going to stamp it full strength right in the middle. There. Oh, thanks, Julie. She says she likes that I number my dies. It just makes it easier for me to tell you guys which one I'm using, because if I just said, oh, this is the die and it measures blah blah, that kind of means nothing to you. But you can take your die set and go 1 2 3 4 5. So I feel like it makes it easier for you guys to know what I'm talking about. All right, so of course I got ink on my hand, so I just inked that up. I'm going to stamp it off once, and then I'm going to come over the top of this, and we should be able to line that up pretty easily. Yep, pretty close. I got a little glitch up there, but I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, so what else do we need? We also need to stamp, where's my sentiment pieces? All right, so I have the phrase, what does it say? Hope it's sweet. And I'm going to stamp that on this little scrap here. And then the other sentiment in here says, you're so cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these apart so I can say, you're so sweet. I need my chamois. Where are you? Here we go. I want to clean these off before I put them away because Blackberry Bliss is dark ink. And since I already stuck my finger in it, I'm going to wipe my finger off too. That's what happens when Barb gets around ink. Okay. So I have that and that. Now I'm done with my Blackberry Bliss, so I can close it up and put that away so I don't touch anything with it anymore. And I'm going to bring in my cinnamon cider. And so we're going to stamp the stick. And I'm deciding, do I want to stamp it off once? I might. See how dark that is. Because then I was going to use this little filler piece. This little guy right here is kind of the stick filler piece. And I wanted to see, how does that look? Or does it look better if it's full strength on full strength? We will see. Okay, and then we'll stamp that right there. I think we can go full strength. So, okay, so I'm going to ink up my stick. And it's going to be full strength, and we're just going to stamp that right at the bottom of the ice cream. Or I guess it could be an ice cream bar. It could be, it could be a huckleberry. My husband's favorite, well, fruit. Not that he would eat huckleberries, but, you know, like milkshake flavor or something is huckleberry. So this could be a huckleberry, like dreamsicle or something like that. Okay, so we've got that done. Oh, you know what? I do need my Blackberry Bliss ink again. Oh, and look what happened. I stuck my finger in it, and then I stuck my finger on it. Ugh. Why am I like this? So I'm going to get myself a wipe and clean that off before I open it up and get more ink on my hands. All right, I should check my comments here. I'm going to have to watch the play. Okay, good night, Pam. The boxes are cute. Yes, they're still available. Okay, I think we are good. So we are... Okay, so what was I doing here? Oh, yes, I needed the ink because I wanted to add like some little droplets. Like the thing is like dripping because it's so cute. And I do want to have one that's not full strength. So we will just do that. Okay. Now I think I'm done with this. I am done with this. And we can put that away. Put that over there. And then what I would do is I would take this over to my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine and I would crop it. But of course, my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine is not near me, so I am going to, there. Oh, I didn't do it exactly the same. Look at that. So you can put your droplets anywhere you want. All right. So then these are going to layer together. Do I want to do dimensionals? Ooh, you know what? I think I will. I just had a different idea. I was going to do one thing, and now I'm going to change my mind. In my own mind. Of course, you have no idea what I was doing, but in my own mind, I'm changing my mind. Okay. So I'm going to add this to this little purple posy scallop here. Whoops. Oh, no, 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 no. We were not ready for you to stick down. Hold on. Okay. There we go. All right. So then I need to cut out my little words. So I wanted your. So we'll get your out of there. And I want so. So we'll get so out of there. Oops. Now I'm going to have to try to keep track of all these bits. So I think I'm going to put my bits that I'm not keeping on one side and the bits that I am keeping on the other side. Whoops, that one almost flew on the floor. And now I can't pick it up because I have no fingernails. Okay, so this is the not keep side. And we'll do that and that. And that. Okay, so now we have You're So Sweet. We have our popsicle done, or dream barb, whatever. And then we have our box. So for the box, you could either fill it up with candy, you could put some jewelry in there. I can't decide if I want to send something to my daughter or not. Well, I mean, I want to send her something, but I don't know what it's going to be. So I don't know if it would fit in this box, but I think that she would thoroughly enjoy getting this box and have a little something in there, like, I don't know, a necklace or something. You never know. Cash. Gift card. Okay, so you could fill it up with some shreddy, and then you'd have a cute gift. or you could throw some candy in there, or you could do both. All right, so in order to put this on the way I want it to go, this is what I decided to do. I'm going to thread my ribbon between these layers. Yeah, okay, that's my plan. So I'm going to glue this onto the box in the middle. And make sure it's even. Now remember, this is one of the projects that you get in the class if you sign up for it. So you'll get the box, you'll get the die cut pieces, and of course you'll have your own stamps, so you'll have to stamp it yourself. You'll get some ribbon, and yeah, and you get the artistry blooms sequins. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to tie either a knot or a bow. We'll see how it works out on the edge here. Okay, let's see if I can make a nice tight bow. So I'm not so good at doing this and making them tight. Oh, now I could use a tiny hand. Okay. There. Oh, I did it, and it is nice and tight. Yay me. Okay. So we have our bow on the edge. It's a little bit large, I think. So we're gonna rein that in a bit. Okay, there we go. And like I said, my kits for these will be ready to go out next week. So if you want one, the link's in the description. Oh my gosh, how cute. And then you can still, of course, slide the drawer out. And yeah, these are adorable. Okay, so then I wanted to add, now I don't know where I want to put these. Do I want to like put it up here at the top? Like in the corner? I think that might work. And they don't have to be perfect, you know, because I cut them out. So if we just did that, and then I wasn't sure if these sequins, I think they'll be all right. What do you guys think? What else do we have? Blue or yellow? Yellow might work. We're going to go for these. Okay. So I'm just going to pick a few off. And maybe I'll just add, oh yeah, I know what I'm going to do. Oh, that one. There we go. Put a couple of these like that. Now that looks weird. Why does that look weird? If I stick it up here, will it not be so weird? Maybe. Ooh, maybe we should change it and have a small one up here and a big one and a small one down here. Luckily, I didn't like stick them down really harshly yet, so I can kind of move them around. There, that'll work. Okay, so then I'm going to just very carefully add some liquid glue to these pieces. Just like tiny amounts of liquid glue, just enough so that they'll stick. Okay, there we go. And then I think I can use my take your pick tool to kind of help me pick it up. Oh, this is just cuter than I even thought. You know how you get something in your mind and then you go to make it and then it's better than you thought? Because that doesn't always happen. Sometimes it's way worse than I thought. But this is actually turning out to be better than I thought. So, okay. And I can't see around that. There's that. And then we will pick this last piece up. Oh my gosh, so cute. Okay, so there it is, you guys. Yay! Oh, so here it is. I don't know, I think a tiny hand will work a lot better. Okay, Sherry says, I am from Wyoming originally, and I agree that most don't know about huckleberries or marionberries. Seems only West Coast people or visitors know about them. You know, Sherry, we go up to a place near Flathead Lake in Montana every year for our 2-week family vacation. We go to Swan Lake. And up there, people... huckleberry picking up there is quite popular, along with, of course, cherries, because, you know, Flathead cherries, that's where they come from. But huckleberries are also very popular up there, and that's where my husband can always get his milkshake, because they actually take fresh huckleberries and they blend them into the milkshake right while you're standing there watching them, and it's actually really, really good. Okay, so there, that's done. Let me clean up my mess, and then we shall move on. Get all my bits in the trash. I might need that scratch paper. I don't need that. Ooh, and now we're going to do some chickens because I know how much you guys love the chicks because they're so cute. Okay. So now we are going to bring out, well, not that. Okay. We might use the rhinestones. I don't know. We are going to use some of the dies in the birthday chick dies, some of the dies in just the chick dies. I'm using the Hey Birthday Chick stamp set, and I'm going to use the chicken with the balloon, and then the confetti, and then the sentiment here that says, "Let's celebrate you." We're going to use the all wired up background stamp, and I'm not using the Hey Chick stamp right now. Okay, so here are our pieces and parts. And I have to kind of laugh. I'm going to show you guys something here. Oh, what the heck? Well, I'll have to find something else. Okay, so here's a 4 by 5 1/4 for the inside of the card. I'm using Misty Moonlight. This is 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. And then this is another piece of Misty Moonlight that's 4 by 5 1/4. And you can see I've taken that little die that does the feed, and I've cropped it out of this layer, just so it'll just add some interest to the layer. Okay, and then I have okay, these are scraps of Balmy Blue and Petal Pink. And then I'm going to have to measure these again because I can't remember. Okay, so the white is 2 by 2 3/4. And then the Petal Pink and the Misty Moonlight are the same at 3 by 2 1/4. Okay, these are scraps. And then I have this piece that I already did, but I'll show you how I did it. And it is 1 3/4 by 4 1/2. And so how I did that was I opened up my background stamp because I was using my large block on my other project. So this is a way that you can use your background stamps. You can just leave them in your plastic case. And then all I do is I'll just add my Misty Moonlight ink to the stamp. Okay, and I'll do the backside. The backside's already a scrap, but we'll do that anyway. So then what I would do is I would just gently lay it down so that it's even. And then I would bring in a scratch paper and I would press all over it until, so I can get all the ink transferred without hopefully messing up my hands. And then I'll just dump that off. So if this wasn't already stamped with snowflakes, you could see. So this is the side that we're going to use. Okay. All right. So then we're going to take these two pieces and we're going to stamp our friendly chicken with the balloon. And I'm a really heavy-handed stamper, you guys. And so I kept getting the center of the balloon stamped onto my paper. So I just took my paper snips and I just poked them into my stamp, and then I just brought the blades together and I just did that around in the balloon, and then I just pulled that piece out. If you're not a heavy-handed stamper, then you won't have to worry about it, but I absolutely am. All right, so we are going to ink him up, and we will or her, I guess. It's him or her. We're going to ink it up. And there it is. Oh, and I still got a tiny edge. Good thing I'm not using this balloon. So I need to go back in there and trim out a little bit more. Or stop being such a heavy-handed stamper. But that's not going to happen because I am a heavy-handed stamper. Okay, so now we need the balloon. So now we're going to try not to press too hard. Yay! Okay, so then I would, of course, take these over to my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And I would use the coordinating dies. So we have our little die with the balloon, so I would run that through, and then I would line this up, and I would run that through, and then I would have a chicken, because I don't need the balloon, and I have no fingernails to pick that up, and the balloon. All right, so that's what I would have so far. Then I also took a piece of Misty Moonlight and ran it through with the little sign, which is so cute. Yeah, there's actually detail in there. There's embossed detail. Can you guys, is the camera picking that up? There's embossed detail in that, which is really cool. And then I have my happy birthday word. Okay, and so I just need to poke those bits out of the middle of that. So I've got those things there. And then I also have two little banner pieces. Well, actually, I think I have three. Because I'm going to put one on the front and two in the middle. So I've got 3 banner pieces, and for these pieces, I went ahead and put our adhesive sheets on the back before I ran them through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. So now all I have to do is just peel the backing off, and I'll just stick that down. And I forgot to do it on this, so I'll have to use liquid glue. Okay, So what we're going to do is we're going to create a card using a layout that I have had forever. I got this card in a swap probably 9 years ago. And I loved this layout so much that I have kept this card all this time because I always come back to it. I always come back to it because I love it so much. So this is the layout that we're using. All right. And so I just jazzed it up a little bit by adding, you know, another layer with the little bits cut out of there and stuff. So, okay. Now we can do some assembly. So this is going to go on the inside of the card. And I think I have some new viewers here. So this is a trick for you new viewers. When I put an inside in the card, I only worry about 3 edges. I don't worry about the inside where the fold is. I try to line it up so that the bottom and the top and the outside edge are even. So then when you open it up, even if it's not even there or the spacing isn't right, you won't even be able to tell. You won't even notice. Okay. So then, oh, and of course, you guys, we are doing our collaborative online class for the Hey Chick and Hey Birthday Chick bundles. We're calling it All the Chicks. And you can find the links in the description of the video here to purchase it. So yeah, super excited about it. You can get it with or without the bundles. If you already have the bundles, and you can just get the online version of the class, or you can get the class with the pre-cut cardstock kit, because of course you may or may not want to cut your own cardstock pieces. And if you don't, I am happy to do that for you. Apparently I can't talk and remove paper backing at the same time. Come on. Sometimes things would be super helpful if I had a fingernail. There we go. Okay, I just love adding these banners inside. I just think they're so cute. Okay. That's so cute. All right, so then we have the front to decorate. So we're going to basically decorate this panel here, and then we'll add it to the front of the card. Thank you so much, Denise. I've had people tell me that that's a dumb idea, lining up the inside of the card like I do. I've had people tell me that's dumb, and I'm like, well, okay, I guess maybe your cards might be crooked then, but mine won't. So there you go. Okay, so I'm just going to angle this piece. And then these two are the exact same size, but we're going to offset them. So I just have to figure out how I want to do it. And I think that is the way that I want to do it. So I'm just going to add some glue on this layer, offset these so that there's equal spacing on the side and the top. Is that the same? Good Lord. There we go. And then this piece can go onto this layer here. My glue is getting clogged, but I think it's good enough. All right, so we'll add that. Oops, that's way too crooked. Dang, some days are better than others for my eyeballs. Okay. Oh, Sherry says it sounds like people have no filter. It's funny. You should read some of the comments that Dina Kelly and I get on our YouTube videos. You just got to wonder, do these people have nothing better to do than just get online and be super rude? I mean, I guess yes, because some of the comments, I mean, I've had to block people that were like downright rude in their comments, you know, telling us, you know, oh, like I've had people tell me, why don't you get some fake nails because your hands look terrible? I'm like, because I don't want fake nails. So, you know, and why would it matter if my hands are dry and have short nails if I make beautiful projects? It's just, people just have no filters. They just, yeah, I don't know. I guess I can kind of blame it on the pandemic. You know, people are just have lost their minds due to the pandemic. We'll see. Okay, enough about rude people. All right, so this is going to go up here. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. I'm not going to use dimensionals on this because I'm going to pop up my chicken and my balloon and some of the other things. So we are going to set this so that it is about like this. Yeah, Debbie, that must be what it is. They just don't have any life. Or you know what, maybe someone's life is so awful that in order for them to feel better, they have to tell me that my hands look terrible. And I guess, you know, I have pretty thick skin. It irritates me, and I will block them. I absolutely will block people. If somebody is rude to me, I have no problem blocking you. No problem at all. And so I have blocked people before in the past. So I guess, you know, I guess you don't like my hands. You don't need to watch my videos. My free videos, mind you. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to tuck the balloon back here. And I just thought this is kind of weird, you know, that the balloon comes out of the chicken's rear end, but we're not going to say that because it's cute. All right, so I'm going to add my little sign here. There we go. And then we're going to add, oh, I forgot to show you guys where my color combination came from. I don't know if you guys know this or not. Some of you that are demonstrators might. Stampin' Up! Does publish a color coach of sorts. And it is a download that you can get. And I think I have emailed it out to people numerous times. And I've had it on my blog before, but I'll pull it out and show you. And then I'm just going to add that to the sign. Isn't that cute? So this is what it is. I just printed it on my cardstock here, and then I cut it up. And so this happened to be, I wanted to make that layout. I told you guys I have this layout. I save it because I always come back to it and make it again. And I wanted to use this, so I needed a color combination. And my color coach just sits right here on my desk. And I have been wanting to use this color combination for a while, but nothing has worked with it. And I just thought to myself, you know what? Why not? Why can't a chicken be Petal Pink, Misty Moonlight, and Balmy Blue? So that's where that came from. Okay. Oh, I have one little banner piece that I want to add. Let's see, what do we have here? Crazy. I don't understand why people are so, I don't understand it at all. You know, I mean, I'm doing a service for you. I am giving you a free video. I'm teaching you how to use stuff. Why do you got to be rude? But man, whatever. Okay. So our last little banner is going to go right up here. You guys, these dies, I just love all the pieces of these dies. They just make me so happy. They're so cute. All right, so I'm going to throw some dimensionals on here, and I'm going to put them, I'm probably going to go dimensional happy. I don't know why I don't need to. How about that? Maybe one in the middle. Okay. And now here's a couple different ways. I don't have any trouble at all peeling them off just without having any fingernails, but some people do. And Kelly is a big fan of using her take your pick tool and then pulling them off like that, which works too, but I don't have any issues pulling them off with my fingers. Okay, so now I need to put this on so it's straight. Can we handle that? So I think we can. And then I have these champagne rhinestones. Okay. So I guess since it's got Petal Pink on there, it's kind of a girly card, I guess. So I thought maybe I could add a rhinestone to the balloon. Whoops, yeah, I need to get my new putty out. This thing is done. And then maybe we could put a couple right down here at the very bottom underneath this layer like that. Oh, so cute. Oh my gosh, you guys, these chicks, oh, and you should see the cards for our online class. We hammered out what we were going to do here the other day, and they are amazing. So if you guys have the bundle, get the online class from us or join Stamp Happy Academy and you can get the online class for free. If you don't have the bundles, I am happy to sell them to you in my store, or you can buy my big bundle of products and then you can get the class and the pre-cut cardstock kit for free. Now, this is not one of the cards that's in the class. The cards that are in the class, we don't share outside of the class, but this would be another card you could make, and you've got a free video tutorial showing you how to do it. Okay. And then again, here's my old flashback that I will never get rid of because I love this layout so much. Okay. So let me bring in my other cards. And of course, I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you sharing. I appreciate your comments and your hearts and your likes. That makes me happy. So thank you very much. And all right, so now we have a clean work surface. And here is our cute little box that we made using the Sweet Ice Cream bundle. And again, this is my kit class for the month, so you can purchase that in the below. And this is actually one of the projects that you will make in the class. And then I used the Oso Ombre paper to make these gorgeous cards using all the different colors. So yeah, yay, so cute. All right, you guys, thank you again so much for watching. Thank you for sharing. Last week I had my highest number of people watching me ever. I think I had about 100. So that was really awesome. And that was all thanks to you guys for sharing my video and letting other people know that I'm here. So I appreciate that very, very much. And I hope you guys have a fabulous week. If you're freezing to death like I am, try to get warm. And I will see you next Thursday, same place, same time. Bye-bye, guys.